Spoiler warning. The contents of this podcast may ruin your television show, movie, comic, cartoon, book, or life. It is your decision to continue to watch or listen to this episode. Here are your hosts, A.J. Coppola and Susie Cromwell James.
Hey there, I'm John St. John, and you are watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Spoiler Warning Podcast, where we're basically going to spoil the first episode of Welcome to Derry, just released about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So if you haven't watched it yet, bookmark this, watch later, come back to it when you have finished the first episode.
And find out if your reactions are the same as mine, because I
See, but that's the thing, and we're going to go
I'm
right...
contemplating sleep tonight. I'm just contemplating
We're going right into it, because there was multiple aspects of this movie, this first episode of Welcome to Derry. Where I had my son, my 3-month-old son, who I have 3 monitors, boom, boom, and boom. I had sensory stuff so he can, not watch what I'm watching. And there were moments where I would pick him up so he's like dead right in front of his monitor to hide my face and then nope, still going. And I could tell you the car scene and the birth scene was it. And I was starting to get kind of upset because he wanted to go to sleep. He was yawning, scratching his eyes, almost falling asleep, but not falling asleep. So I brought him upstairs and then realized I had nothing left to hide behind. And it's not that it was overly scary, because it wasn't
scary.
It was just, what the...
It wasn't scary. Now, for me, this is comparable for anybody who's seen it too. The Under the Bleachers scene. And we all know how I feel about the Under the Bleachers scene.
That was it too? I thought it was the first one.
No, that's it too.
Oh. But we don't see Bill Skarsgård in this episode at all, who plays Pennywise. Not one bit. We do see a kind of like a fractured smile that Pennywise would have, but we don't see him, which I do like. I do like how they're saving his reveal till later.
There were several things that I loved in this episode and several things that I hated. The biggest of which, I'm going to start with what I hated.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I hated was, and I didn't expect it to be kind of like the movie, but like there was no build up. Like there's no backstory. There's just a kid
You're
missing.
just thrown
and
right
this
into
group
it.
of kids are looking for this kid, and you're just thrown right into it. And I mean, if you've seen it too. You've seen Tim Curry's It. You know what's gonna happen. You know it's coming. I just didn't think it would be first episode.
What really threw me for a loop is you're right. You know what you're in for, but you don't know how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't expecting the car scene to go the way it did. Did I figure something was going to pop up in the middle of the road or on the side of the road, or if we saw a red balloon somewhere or something? That's what I figured, not what we got.
And AJ and I were talking about this during the episode of, we're really glad we had our kids when we did. Because if I was pregnant right now, I don't know that I could go through with it. That was creepy. That was like...
It wasn't the fact that it happened, it was what came out.
Like...
And then she says, don't kill your family now.
Ah.
Then I'm like... And the camera is slowly starting to peel over her shoulder, and I'm just... No, don't. Please. And it happens. Exactly what you expect to happen.
Exactly.
Happens. And And I swear, I went from having my son right in front of me to then putting him back in the pocket. He's just like,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know what I saw, but that was weird.
to be fair, my daughter's been watching this stuff with me since the day she was born.
Oh, I
Uh,
fully I'm
because
hoping to desensitize him to scary movies.
well, that's my goal is I kind of want to desensitize, but also, um, I was home for a month doing nothing. I was bored.
What did you watch?
I've watched it on repeat, Godzilla on repeat, Jurassic Park on repeat.
Didn't you say the first
Um,
Saw movie for some reason?
no, that's during pregnancy.
Oh.
That was during pregnancy.
Which it was out of left field because I know we talked about it on Thursday.
It's so out of field for me. I don't like the Saw movies, and all of a sudden
Blood
I
and
was
gore, yes.
needed the
While
blood and gore.
while she's eating spaghetti, looking like brains. Mm.
Dude, the amount of I have Tums by my bedside because
Oh, reflux.
my reflux was so bad, so the gore wasn't helping.
Oh, but this was wild. This
This
this didn't really stop. I mean, it did. There were some calm moments where they explained the characters, what's going on.
I would rather watch this over Saw.
Well, yeah, this isn't. Well, this was kind of gory.
This was really gory. Um, but I would rather watch this over Saw.
I don't know. Saw they don't kill kids.
Yeah, but it's a whole thing is killing kids, so that's nothing new.
I know, but it was the fact of
I just
the
I
finger
thought
in the drain. It was like I think I can
yeah,
hear Maddie.
I really thought this first episode was going to be introducing the characters to us, who the
Oh,
protagonists
oh, they
were,
did. They did
and
introduce the characters. Well, apparently they're not main characters.
I thought this episode was going to be like main character energy. No.
Oh, but no,
It
no, no.
had the main character energy,
Yeah,
but it was not.
I thought they were main characters until the end of the episode, and they're not existent anymore.
I can't believe that a brother and sister are completely gone. First of all, you don't.
Not completely gone. Her hand is left.
Is she breathing, AJ?
No.
Okay, then she's completely gone. But now I'm wondering not only the amount of therapy these two girls are going to have to go through, but how much they're now going to be seeing it in their everyday lives.
It was um this episode, and we watched it with Ryan, the horror guru, the wrestling guru. Yeah.
And he and I said the same thing.
Yeah.
So the wrestling guru and I are in complete agreement. There are 3 letters that sum up this episode. WTF.
I think we all kind of went with that. But it was a good episode. I liked how it got us back in that universe with temporary characters in a way, just for the fact of we're not attached to them, but now we are back invested in the universe, if that makes any sense.
And the only reason I wasn't attached to Susie is because she spells her name differently.
I did make that joke.
Mm-hmm.
Susie? Bookworm. Susie? Bookworm.
She could have been my twin in the 1960s, but she spells her name wrong. So there you go.
But no, there was a lot in this episode. A lot of not necessarily jump scares, but moments where it allows your brain to do the math work for the show. Like, it doesn't show you what's going on, but it allows your brain to figure out what is going on. And I feel like when shows or movies do that, it allows your brain to, in a way, blow it out of proportion and freak yourself out further.
I would just like in the next episode to please not use a childish imp. Please.
No, you want it to grow. You want it to be like Danny DeVito with wings.
Actually, that would be preferable. Because there's a certain scare factor that I've come to expect with it. That
Yep.
that no, yes, but also no. Um, Especially when you're a mom dealing with a toddler who's entering the twos, and as everybody can see, I don't have glasses on tonight.
That wasn't her fault.
How is it not her fault?
I thought you said you dropped it on your face.
No, I took shoes away from her, and she decided, in her infinite wisdom, because she's a toddler, and I didn't see her do it. She lifted her tablet up and threw it at my face.
Oh, okay.
So
You had
coming from
contacts.
I have thank God I have contacts, because otherwise we would have a problem. My glasses are currently downstairs. They're currently home, and they're currently drying because we did find super glue. So hopefully that fixes them, at least until I have my eye doctor's appointment. But
When is that?
yeah, in a month. Not 2 weeks? About 2 weeks. Um, but as I was saying, like as a mom dealing with a toddler, that imp hit way too close to home, especially after today. Like like that I need to be just a little bit bigger and a little more kid-like and less toddler-like. Just saying.
I very much could have gone out and not dealt with that and would have been okay. Because you see it in the beginning of the episode. I figured we were
Mm,
done with it. It came back bigger than ever. And more violent than ever.
nope. Hard pass.
I
Hard pass.
really was. I wasn't expecting this much on episode 1. I really wasn't. There were multiple aspects, and we're not even talking about the military side of this, where that didn't seem to get scary. That more seems like a psychological thriller
I
aspect of it, which I was okay with. It definitely broke up the
well, I
blood
want to
and
see how the
guts.
I can't wait to see how the military ties into this, because as of right now, it doesn't.
He's going to be looking after those kids at some point, I feel like.
Yeah, so right now it does, like they're kind of two separate storylines, and I kind of like that at the moment, and I can't wait to see how they converge.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll definitely converge when his wife and his kid
Yeah.
um gets moved in, because they're moving into Derry. So that'll probably be where the conversion happens, but so that'll be interesting to see. Also, did you notice the parallels between the kids that were chosen as the main characters of this episode versus the kids in the first It?
No, but go for it.
Okay, so you have and unfortunately, it's not a total parallel, because as we know, the kids in It survive. Um, but we have the loner girl who
Mm-hmm.
can't really make friends. She has like one friend who's trying to be her friend and it's just not succeeding. You have the two boys who are best friends, and then you have the kind of like guy who gets picked on all the time. So you have the Jewish kid. The I
Oh,
wouldn't
let's not talk about that scene.
Okay, so you have that's the only thing I thought of the whole time I saw the
Mm.
Jewish scene. Okay, so we've got the Jewish family, we've got the loner girl, we've got the I mean the loner girl and the parent who beats them up are two separate people in this one, which is really really nice. I like that they're not the same person. But you see the parallels between the characters that are dealing with this in the first episode and the characters that are picked in the first It movie. I
What
have problems. I accept my problems.
what part outside of the
Stop
weird
disappearing.
baby looking thing or imp, I think is what you called it.
I called it an imp.
Which was the biggest shock or scare or horror in this episode for you?
Movie theater.
Which one died? Was it the face up
The
against the scream or little Susie?
little Susie. Actually, that freaked me out the most, and I was going to scream with. I have my toddler sleeping one room over. Otherwise, I probably would have screamed right alongside them. Because that in your face is just like.
Yeah.
And then I want to know how the hell it makes its decisions on which kid gets glomped and which one survives.
I think they escaped. I don't think.
Well, they did escape, but like she was right there, holding on to Susie. She probably could have done it one fell swoop.
Well, I think the way they had their hands, she just grabbed Susie's arm, bit Susie's arm, and that's when Lily pulled. So she got the hand and the forearm, while the imp got the rest of Susie.
Ah, there
I
are
don't know.
parts that I'm glad. There are parts that I'm glad that it didn't show, but like thought process, like how do you pick who goes first? How are they picking this?
I think my brain kind of went through the drain. I was expecting a lot more to happen with that. So
I was waiting for the blood to start shooting.
Kind of like what we saw in the movie with the sink.
I was so ready for it.
But I think it was the skin lamp. And it rolling and screaming and just no.
AJ, that's worse than when he described it. God, gross.
No, I can't wait for next week now.
I'm so excited for next week. Also, really glad I watched this in the dark. But also wondering about my life decisions at this point.
I'm very happy I had my son's programming right above it. It's like, ooh, it's getting scary. Ooh, cute animals. Is it over yet? Nope, cute animals.
I'm just gonna have to start watching it with you from this point on, just because you dive into cute animals when it gets scary.
Well, I was giving Jessica a little time before bed because I have work tomorrow, so she lets me get as much sleep as I, Rusty. But I was, because she was getting ready for bed, so I had Paxton, and I usually play games to kind of distract myself if I need to, and I couldn't. So I was literally like,
yeah, that's what I was doing, was playing games.
oh, by the way, so the PlayStation 2 is 25 years old today.
Thank you for making me old.
Well, I posted it on her page earlier. I was like, ow, Sony, this hurts. But yeah, the episode as of right now is listed as the pilot. They'll probably, within the next couple hours, change the name of the episode to what it's actually supposed to be.
They may or may not. A lot of times they'll leave it as the pilot.
I know they usually wait because sometimes the name of the episode immediately
gives it away.
Give it away.
Yeah.
I know that's how it was with The Last of Us, House of the Dragon, and
yeah, but they normally post it like half an hour after the episode airs. Not a half an hour, but like hour and a half after the episode airs.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So
let's see. Let's load it up. Let's say anything. Nope, still called the pilot.
Yeah,
which
this might be...
could make sense because they do have an Air Force pilot in this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my spoiler, because James told me not to spoil it. He's gonna watch it later. So I sent him a spoiler, and I said, only spoiler: wear a raincoat.
It's not even a.
It's not a spoiler at all.
It's a fuck.
Well, before I walked,
I would have sent them the picture
guys,
of the back of like a car or something, like an actual spoiler.
Before I walked up here, I told him, he's like, no spoilers. I said, spoiler. It isn't it.
And he's not. You lied.
I did, apparently. So I definitely it's if you like it, specifically if you like the 2020 it,
17, 18, yeah.
yeah, uh, you will like this.
This gets you back in that universe.
It gets you back in that
sure.
universe. There's a rumor that this is actually going to connect all of Stephen King's Shining movies. So The Shining is going to connect to it. A couple of his other ones are going to connect to it.
Interesting.
Hmm So I'm interested to see if that is actually fact or fiction and how that'll play into this.
I guess honestly, we'll wait and see.
Mhm.
What are you expecting? What are you hoping to see in episode 2? I think it's called Standing in the Dark as of right now.
I would like to see at least one main character.
Returning.
Well, we're pretty sure the two girls are returning, but
Yeah.
I'd like to see one main character that we kind of follow throughout the series and not just keep changing kids every episode.
Oh no, it's called The Thing in the Dark. I'm sorry.
That doesn't make me feel better. The Thing though is a really good movie.
John Carpenter's.
But so like, the girl who lost her father a year ago, let her be the main character and we follow her story throughout all of the first season. Or even if it's the guy from the Air Force, just one person that we can kind of not attach to, but just something we can kind of follow. Even if they like die at the end of the first season, like Ned Stark.
I think we're gonna start, if we don't see Pennywise next episode, I feel like we're gonna start seeing aspects of him.
I
if
want
that
my
makes any sense.
balloons. I want my balloons.
This takes place in the 60s, right?
Yeah. 1969, I think.
And the first It is what, 80?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every 20 years
No,
or
it's
so.
it's May 1962.
Oh, I was off. But I think it's like it's not every 20 years. It's like every 7. It's some weird number.
Yeah.
Is it every 20 years?
No, I think
Is it 17
you're right.
or 20?
I think it's either 16 or 17. Checking it now. How often does Pennywise come back? 27 years.
Oh, I was off by 10.
'89. I had to do the math now. But really good first episode. It was fun. People, I know we told you before to bookmark this, watch it after you've seen that first episode. Hopefully, now that you have seen the first episode, what are your thoughts in the comment sections? Hit that like button. Susie, we have The Purge on Thursday, and I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but I am not looking forward to it.
We'll be okay.
Speak for yourself.
Honestly, could it be better or worse than this?
I feel like it's going to be worse.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. We'll see you later.
Well, bye.